Hello and welcome back to my channel once again. My name remains Opera Chima Glory, and today I want to be taking us on a tutorial on how to pay annual returns for an NGO, for non-profit organizations, for clubs, association and church. Basically all trustee incorporation. Yeah, so this video is on how to pay your annual returns for NGO only, and it's a very detailed tutorial, so do well to watch this video from the beginning to the end, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And let's get right into the video. So now the first thing you have to do, of course, is to log into your post incorporation portal. Up here you can see the post.cac.gov.ng, so you can copy that. It's going to take you to this page where you'll be required to put in your username and then your password. Then you just log in and proceed to your dashboard. But first of all, okay, let's go on and let's see it by ourselves on the screen. So I'll be putting in my username and password, which is Glotoria. Then log in. So this is the accredited agent dashboard. Okay, so this is where you do all your post incorporation jobs, change of name, annual returns, and payment of annual returns, dissolution, cessation and everything. So this is the dashboard. So since we are making a payment for annual returns, I'm going to click on this company search here, and then I'll be putting in the name of the association. This is NGO, so I'll just, okay, it can search. So I'm going to click on search. So it's going to take me to where I'm going to click on proceed to dashboard, which is here. So I'm going to proceed into dashboard, and it's going to take me to another page where I'm going to be seeing annual returns, and maybe if there's any other thing I want to do, change of name, and appointment of chairman, amendment of constitution, change of registered address, change of trustee, every other thing that you want to do is on your post incorporation. So the reason for this annual returns payment is for us to process a change of name for this association. So without your annual returns being up to date, you cannot make a change on your association name, or maybe even your company name or business name. Your annual returns has to be up, it has to be up to date for you to do any change, but you can retrieve certificate without payment of annual returns. Okay, so we're just going to go on annual returns right here, since our purpose of this video, or the purpose of this video, is to show you how to pay your annual returns. So on our screen we can see not submitted, pending approval, queried and approved. The year for this association, the year it was registered was I think 2019. So we are filing for 3 years, and I filed for 2, which has been approved. Okay, so I decided to file the last one on a tutorial, so that's why you see 2 approved, and the last one we are going to be filing it together and making payments. All right, so this video, like I said, is a very detailed tutorial, and please support my channel by hitting the subscribe button and showing like or hitting the like button. So for you to proceed, you have to click on start annual returns. Okay, so it's going to take you to the part where you'll be reading your requirements and maybe Companies and Allied Matters Act 2020 section 862. You can just go through your just go ahead and read it on your own time, because I don't want this video to be long. I just want it to be clear. All right, so click on start. You can click on start process, you can click on start, whichever is okay. So it brings out the details of the NGO. So I've done a filling before. Okay, so we are going to be seeing the particulars of all the details are filled. So once you file for a year and it's been approved, you're gonna the details will be there, meaning that you don't need to stress yourself in filling out the details again. Okay, so but I'm going to explain. You can see 2022 was filed for, 2020 was filed for, but 2021 has not been filed for, so we are going to be filing for 2021 together. All right, so I will just go ahead and explain all the details, because that's the purpose for the tutorial. Okay, I don't want to take you on a journey that you won't return, so I'll just go ahead and explain everything in detail, just in details. Yeah, so keep watching and let's do this together. Okay, So we have on the first page annual returns, on the second page we have our preview, on the third page we have our payments, and on the fourth page we have our uploads. So the first page for annual returns, where you'll be filling in the details of the company, the NGO. So we have the registered address, the address they registered during the normal pre-incorporation. Okay, so this is the address of the association, so it's already there. So just make sure you fill. So the documents you'll be needing are your the status report of the association, the constitution, or if you they can't get it, you just, as an agent, you have access to get all this information from the CAC website even without retrieval. Okay, so you just go through the post incorporation and then you get all the details, put them down, of course, on a paper, because you can't just be copying, go back, copy. So you have to get all the informations down on a paper. If you go to the part where you'll be changing of trustee, so you can get all the information of the trustee there. So just go there, jot them down on paper, right? So now this is the trustee details. So if there are 20 trustees on the constitution or the status report, you fill in the details of the trustees. You fill them here, the name of the trustee, the surname, the gender, of course, email, phone number, occupation, state, local government, residential address is not compulsory. So this is where you need to fill. All right. So this residential address right here is not compulsory. So you can fill it and decide not to. But the means of identification is compulsory. You go ahead and choose. So for this one, I use the international passport. So it depends on what you want to use. All right. So I'm not going to be doing any filling because the details are here already. So after that, as usual, you tap on your add trustee and it's going to automatically fill in this format. Okay, so after filling that, you're going to see another form which you'll be filling, which is the particulars of governing council. So this is for the chairman. So you remember that when you were registering, or when the organization was registered, there was a position held by someone, which is that of the chairman. So what you're going to fill in the person's name here. Okay, so just fill in the name, just fill in the name. All right, then when you get to this position held, you put in chairman. So that means the details you have to fill are the details of the chairman, not the trustee. Yes, the trustee is acting as a trustee and a chairman. So you put in the position held here as a chairman, you put in the service address, and then you add executive, which we have it here. Okay, so after filling, it comes up like this. All right, so we are moving further to the years not filed. So we are going to be filing for the year 2021, which is the remaining year for this association. So we're going to click on it, and then the financial year start should be the year you are filing for. So this financial year start was for to the year 2020. It was for this year 2020. Okay, so I'm going to be changing this now to 2021 because we are about filing for the year 2021. So I'm going to choose it 2021, which is this. So starting the year started from January 1st. Okay, so that's why we have 2021 January 1st. Then for the year end, we are going back to 2021. Okay, please don't make the mistake. It should correspond with the year you are filing for. It must always correspond. So the year is ending December. It does not mean if the year has ended or not. Just put it the year end. We know that for a year is from January to December. Okay. So this gross asset you are seeing here, it's a report from the audit report. It was gotten from the audit report. Okay, so if you're working with your audit report, you get the gross assets. The chartered accountant or chartered secretary in charge of the audit report will be the one to tell you what to, with the details of the association. Okay, so they will get it for you and you're going to fill in there. So don't just go ahead to fill anything else, your annual return filing will be queried. So get the information from the audit report. Then for the bank, you input in the bank which the association opened. If it's First Bank, you put in First Bank, you type in First Bank. If it's Zenith Bank, you type in First Bank. So at the financial end, bank and balances, that is the amount that is remaining in the UBA account is zero. and then the trustee benefit during the year is zero. Some trustees can gain 1,000, 5,000 naira. Okay, but this association in particular did not gain any money as at this year, and their source of income was not through donations. So if the source of income for the association you are filing for the church you're filing for, is through donations, you input donations here instead of dues. If it's contribution, you put in source of income contribution. Okay, so after that you give acknowledgement, or you just file in who authorized the payment of the annual return. That's what it is here. So after giving authentication, you click on save and continue. Mm. The next page we have here is that of the preview. So after filing in all the details or filling all your details, you have to preview your fillings. You have to preview what you entered, all the details, if they are correct or not. So all my details are correct. Okay, now this payment, I want to emphasize on the amount for NGO payments. The actual amount for NGO payment is 5,000 naira. Okay, you can see it here. Filing of incorporated trustee annual returns is 5,000 naira. But when it is late, you add another fee, or CAC adds another fee of 10,000 naira. So for the year of 2022, I paid 5,000 naira. Okay, so you can see it here. Filing of incorporated trustee annual returns is 5,000 naira. But when it's late, you pay a fee of 10,000 naira. Okay, so that is the amount we are going to pay. We are going to pay 15,000 naira. So I'll click on remitter. Everyone of us knows how to use remitter for payment, so I won't be adding that clip. I'll just make payment, and then we are going to come back to the upload of documents. Okay, so I've made payment for the annual returns, and this is the receipt. Okay, so I use card payment. I prefer card payment because it's fast and it's rare for you to have a debit and payment unsuccessful. So after payment, if you don't click on upload documents, your filing will be on not submitted. So you have to click on this upload document. You can download your receipt if you want to. Okay, so please ignore this option now right here. Meet a charter secretary and ask the secretary to prepare you an audited statement of account, because if you click on this submit, your application will be queried, because CSC will ask you to upload your audit report. So I have my audit report ready and I'm going to upload it. So in case you want the service of a charter secretary, you want me to, or you want me to run your own audit report for you, you don't have a blog, you can chat me up through my contacts and I'll help you to do that. So I'll just go ahead and upload the audit report. So it can only be prepared by charter secretary. It can only be prepared by charter secretary. Even if your charter secretary is going to do maybe 2020 for you, you can't do 2021 for yourself, because you need it's just no, there are some you can't eat, like you can't eat a full cake and swallow the nylon. You have to leave the nylon for recycling. So that's just it. So do your filings and then allow the charter secretary to do his own job. So the charge for the audit report is 5,000 naira. Okay, I will just say it here, so it's not like we are doing it in a like hide and seek way. All right, so it's 5,000 naira in case you want the statement, the audit report. So you'll be needing the informations of the bank, the money that's entered into the account. That's what the charter secretary is going to be using for the audit report. Of course, the CAC documents, and then the trustee details, which you can get. So they are not, it's not something that, even if the association maybe they didn't have any flow of income, the charter secretary can also do it for you. So if you need the service, feel free to call my attention or you chat me on it. So I'll just go ahead and upload the audit report. So after you upload, you click on submit and allow it to move by itself to pending. You can see process completed successfully and the not submitted history is no record. So you can either return back to annual return dashboard, then you see it's pending and two already is approved. So it's either it's going to move to queried, maybe you forgot to fill your detail or you didn't upload the audit report, or maybe an information is incorrect, or it's moved to approve. There is no way it can move from pending to not submitted except it's maybe a malfunctioning from the server. So it's either going to be approved or it's going to be queried. So this is the end of the video on how to make your annual returns filing for an NGO. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. And if you want more interesting videos on anything, the should I say the slogan or the motto of this channel is sharing as I discover. So be part of the family by subscribing and just stay tuned for the next video. Or if you have any video request you want me to put on, do go to request for the video, and in my own power I'm gonna make that video for you. So I'm going to see you in my next video, and bye for now.